Hello, everybody. I think I got this old girl working. Except it's supposed to be putting these things in a nice long line, but it's cutting them into little chops so you guys can see. Um, and if you look here closely, you'll see that it's not getting all of the crop, it's getting like every couple. So, what I'm going to do is turn this off, and we are going to get a commercial grade. Basically, we're going to role play that we're hiring an outside company to come in and harvest our uh, potatoes for us. I hate to do it this way. I wanted this to work, but it just doesn't. So we're going to return that lease. No, not that. Oh, maybe I bought that thing. That's bad. It was such a waste of money. We'll sell that. Yeah, get rid of that thing. And then we want to go to potato technology. Now there's this thing requires 200 horsepower. So what we're gonna do, I know it's a little bit on the sacrilegious side to use modern equipment, but remember we're just simulating that we're hiring these people to come in. How much is it to lease this? Gosh, that's 12 grand. Okay, that's a bit much. Um, Maybe we go back to medium tractors. We should be able to get a medium John Deere for that's 175. Does it have a no engine upgrade? 190. This should do it. Let's lease this. And then let's lease this. Wow. Okay, this is definitely not worth it. We're going to go ahead and get this on a worker. And we'll get this started, and then we'll let the AI do this for us. Fortunately, we got a pile of cash from overnight. I know people who have never watched this series are going to click on this video and they're going to be like, what? This is vintage. Why is he using this brand new equipment? Just calm yourself. It's largely because what I was trying to do didn't work. So we'll go get the 4020. So this has a little bit of a delay before you start seeing the potatoes show up in the hopper, but once they do, they go fast. So we're gonna put this guy going like here, and then I'm gonna go to the 4020 and switch to sorry about that. Here, I never finished that job. Gosh, there's so much going on. I think I might just push these out of the trigger. Eventually I'm going to put this cheese on automatic selling because we don't make that much more. Hauling them down there. It's just a cool thing to do for the reality, realism sake, but once you get to a certain point, like for me to show you guys doing the same things over and over becomes less interesting for the videos, and for me doing things over and over becomes less interesting for the playthrough. That's why I was so excited to use like old time, vintage potato equipment, and it ended up not working. So, the GG's. All right, here we go. So we're gonna use this. We'll get a bucket load of the potatoes that fell on the ground. We'll take them up straight up to the pigs. I don't know if I could put this in the back of the gator. I don't think that would work, but we'll use that trailer and we'll dump the potatoes right into that trailer. And that solves two birds with one stone. I know last time I talked about maybe putting in a potato storage area, but we don't need that big truck anytime soon. So we'll just keep the potatoes in there. So we should see two tractors working this little patch, which is crazy. We're spending so much money on these potatoes. It would honestly have been cheaper to just spend that whatever, like $15,000 on pig food. Like, no cap. Just buy the pig food. But here we are. See, if there weren't... See how over here, where that picker went, there's not these little sprouts? That's why I knew it wasn't working. Because it should clean them. There should be nothing left. So what do we have here? Like 800? It's not bad. Take these 800 up to the pigs to get them started. Get that little root crop bonus. But my experience with root crops in this game has been almost entirely disappointing. I don't know if harvesting root crops in real life is like super ridiculously unrealistically expensive, but it sure is difficult in the game. So should I go up this road? Yeah, why not? I think now that we have the pigs over here, I might make another road that goes up along the side of the cornfield here. You see what I mean? Like basically where I'm about to drive, like turn right. I think I might make another road that goes up along here. And it's fine if it has this little curve, but almost like a little through the trees road. Man, this thing's really slowing down on this hill. And then up like here, these trees get in the way. So maybe we just shave a little bit off of the field right here, like so. It's certainly not going to hurt our farm's productivity. We have a lot more land. Oh yeah, and it's sorghum harvest too. Almost forgot about that. I'm glad I rode up here and saw that. If I had sorghum wither, I'd be so upset. Okay, potatoes are nearly full. Love to see it. Piggies are looking great. Looking good, pigs. Looking fat and happy, just the way we like you. Okay, alright. So now if we look in here at the pig food situation, it shows that they have those 800 liters of root crops. But that's going to give them... So now they're going to be at 100%. 100%. And these guys are getting real close to making more. These guys are getting real close to being able to make more. So should be a nice little batch of porkers. Alright, so we need to get into the truck. Big truck, this truck. Nope. That's backwards. It raises up when you're connected and it sinks down when you're not. How? What? I guess I'm not straight. There we go. Hopefully this isn't too high. If this is too high, we're going to be in trouble. If this isn't too high and we can get this under the potato picker, we'll be good to go. I forget the total that this holds, but this should hold most of them, if not all of them. That's funny that this is, traffic is stopped because of this guy. Alright, let's go right about there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I kind of want, if I don't say vintage, I'll still probably publish it. It's fine. Everybody's fine. Wow, that's 12,000 liters in that load. And he did, what do you think, 3 passes? So we're gonna have a lot more potatoes than I thought. I took the stop sign out. That's funny. Okay. Can we pick that up by chance? I guess he dragged it over here. That's weird. Alright, I'm going to tab back over and get the combine going on the sorghum. And we're going to have to find a tractor to take the grain trailer up there. Grain trailer, is that what I mean to say? Grain wagon? Well, I guess we can use the tractor with the duals on it for our grain hauling tractor. I like to use the other one, but it's currently topping. We haven't done any grass work this year. Crazy. We still could, though, if we wanted to. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and do the headland myself with this, because I did that, not like the headland of the actual field part that I planted here, but the full headland that I did down around, because that's silly and I shouldn't have done that. The yield on sorghum is usually kind of medium, so, or even low, so we might not have to worry about filling up too often. Pretty decent yield, all things considered. When I don't miss spots like that one. We'll probably fill up on the headland. But sorghum is a crop that we can plant. Yeah, we can plant. That we can feed to the pigs. So that'll be good to have that on hand. We'll have a nice mix. We can top them off. We've got completed their task. Oh, that could be the one that's doing the topping. Hold on. Let's tab over there. Okay, you're not done, but nice thought. I'll help you out here. The worker is going to have a hard time with this, so this might be kind of a lost cause right here. But what I'm going to do is bring this up to about here, and then I'm going to get them started right there, and say worker. Okay, now we can tab back to here and keep going on this job. I know there's a lot of jumping around this episode. I apologize if it bothers people, but we got a lot to do all of this day. Excuse me. For some of you OGs that have been around since the beginning of the series, you'll remember that way back, probably episode number 2, there was sorghum in the what I call the upper field, and it withered because I didn't realize that it wouldn't keep for another month. And because of that, I've been so paranoid about losing out on my harvests ever since. Wow, 80%. That's another almost 12,000 more liters of potatoes. These pigs are going to be happy. But once they start breeding and we get, double and triple the amount we have now, we're going to need all that. And it'll be nice to not have to do potatoes again. So, but anyways, I've become paranoid, not just about sorghum, but about all of my crops, making sure that, sometimes I adjust the time to make sure we have the time to get everything harvested. Because I hate wasting the seed and the fertilizer and the time to plant and then not actually get my crop in. So this has been an interesting farm in a lot of ways. It's too big for the style of playing that I typically do. So that has been kind of a learning experience for me, trying to find a way to enjoy the game with these huge, to me, big fields. I know other people probably laugh about it, but this field here that I would consider, one of the small fields on this map is big to me. I think this is nearly double the size of the biggest field that I had on my Calmlands, my Case IH save. So, alright, bro. I'll go this way. No, are you kidding me? Fine, I'll go this way. Wow. Okay, two more of those. We're not going to be able to. Yeah, we're going to have to make a potato storage area. Let's go over to this guy. So you are legit done. Alright, good. So we can return this thing. We'll grab the forage wagon, grain wagon, gravity wagon, and head up to the sorghum field with this guy. Let's just go ahead and return that while I'm thinking about it. See ya. I keep forgetting that I'm renting that water tanker. This is going to definitely be multiple episodes. There's no way I can get all this done. Because now we have to finish the sorghum harvest, build an area to store potatoes, and finish the potato harvest. I don't know if we should do like a shed that we dump the potatoes in, or if we should do like I have in my mind. I don't know if you guys have ever seen like a root crop storage. They kind of they're usually block or stone to keep everything cool. I'm thinking about something like that. Or we could just put in a regular old, essentially pole barn that keeps them covered, and call that good too. They don't need to be covered unless you're playing with. Actually, there's not seasons on this game, so. Oh gosh, got a lot going on. Sometimes this game can be so relaxing, and sometimes you're like, why am I having to think this hard on a silly little farming game? You guys that play this game, you know, you make one little mistake, you can lose hours and hours worth of progress. Especially financial mistakes. You know, you go out on a whim and buy a piece of equipment that you don't need, and you can really set back your goals. Early game financial problems, financial mistakes are the absolute worst, though. At this stage of the game, like, for example, having to lease that potato harvester and tractor isn't the end of the world for us. What is our loan at? Where do I go to make a payment? Yeah. Do you want to just kill it? Let's just kill it. I don't know how we got that much money this month. Because we paid down some of the loan. Last month, didn't we? Oh, you know what? Maybe that was the thing that didn't save. Because I thought. Maybe that's just not a column that is recorded. I need to go back and review the tape. I did have a weird save glitch thing that I thought was. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Are we going to make it all the way around the headland, do you think? Or are we going to be full partway down the side? I think we'll be full partway down the side. Alright, I'm going to have to pay attention again here. Try to keep this left side snug, but not miss any. These precious sorghum grains. not really had sorghum in real life. Are you guys sorghum people? Nope. Dang tree. Well, no, that's too far the other way. You guys sorghum people? How do you eat sorghum? I know people do eat it, but I imagine it's also used fairly often in animal feed, hence why it's in the game. I'm thinking of sorghum mash. Is that a thing? I feel like that's a thing. But here we are, beautiful map. Forgive the weeds next door, that's just my fallow field. But otherwise, you know, amber waves of grain over here. About to be filled up and ready to unload this first load. And there it is. So we'll get this backed up. Oops. How long have you been sitting there? Stuck because I got this tractor that I'm not even using in the way. Alright. Try that again. This guy. Pull a quick UE here. This is such a perfect setup. This tractor is like the exact right size for this map. Well, this tractor is the exact right size for the way I like to play this game. We'll put it that way. Alright. I know it's a little bit silly because we could just pull up beside it here, but I'm going to turn around. I think this orange of the Kilbros with the orangey color of the sorghum is going to look real nice. So I am going to, well, that's unfortunate. Maybe we can get it this way. I always take these thinking I'll end up, you know, putting them on Instagram or something, and then I'm lazy and I forget to. But I do have an Instagram. If you look for Bluebelly Gaming, actually, not Bluebelly Farms. Look for Bluebelly Gaming. You'll see Farm Sim and some other games that I play, but mostly Farm Sim and related simulation. If you're into this kind of game, you'll like what I post. I'm not one of these people who's like posting completely unrelated games. Bit of Farm Sim, ATS sometimes. Actually, I would say the Medieval Dynasty game that I play is probably unrelated. But they're at least like realistic shots. And I do a lot of farming on that game. To be fair, I do. Alright, this is quite a lot of sorghum. It's like 9,000, right? So I wonder, it's gonna be like 70% of this wagon. Oh boy, it's gonna be a lot of trips. It's gonna be a lot of trips. That's all right. We'd rather have lots of grain than not enough. Okay, I'm gonna tab over to this guy. Well, we need the truck to empty him, but yeah. So next episode is going to be finding a place to put because I thought I would leave these in the truck, but we're about to fill this truck after one more load. So we're gonna need a place to put about 70,000 liters of potatoes by my guess. So, if anybody has any suggestions, I will probably play this before I read your suggestions, but if I don't, feel free to leave a suggestion. How would you store 70,000 potatoes? Or would you just sell some and then, have like 1 truckload's worth to finish out the series? Because as we all know, we're not gonna, I'm not gonna play this series forever. So maybe rather than building potato storage, I should do that. So let me know what you guys think. Otherwise, have a great day. Thanks for checking it out. And if you're still here at the 31-minute mark, have a virtual hug. Love you for supporting. Glad you enjoy the content. Till next time.